Hey everybody, it's Matt from Atomic Darts, and today we're talking about the Robson Plus Flights and a little more on Star Wars. Hey everybody, again it's Matt with Atomic Darts, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Robson Plus Flight system. But before we get into that, we do have an element here. So I am filming this the Wednesday before technically Star Wars comes out. It's supposed to come out Friday, but showings, at least where I'm at, start at 7 o'clock tomorrow on Thursday. I am going to a showing tomorrow, and I just had to kind of break this out. Thought we would play with it for a minute, and okay, enough of that. Go see the movie. Get more of that while you're watching that. Okay, we are talking about flights today. In perspective, the Robson Plus Flights. If you happen to not have seen my longer video on flights and shaft systems, where we talk about this plus others, it's a brief overview. This, we're going to dive a little bit more specifically in the Robsons. Go check that out. Stop what you're doing now. Go watch that. Come back. See this. Oh, look, right above. There's a link. Okay, so now that you've done that, we'll get into the Robson system. What I have in my hand here is what is considered a foldable or a paper flight. This happens to be 100 micron. It is the Atomic Flight. This is something that I was playing with. You can kind of see it got a little dinged up here and there. But the thing with these is even when you try and get a nice 90-degree angle on these, it's not too bad. They're still a little cockeyed. It's not really a 90-degree angle, and they do get out of whack, and you're constantly playing with these things. Some people, it's a nice tick and they like it. Don't have that with the Robson. So this is my current setup, and I do play these with my steel tip, and as you can see, I've been throwing these for a couple weeks now. This particular set, you can see that they've maintained that 90-degree angle. Let's get into the Robson Flyer here. We'll talk a touch about that. So, universal shaft slot, which I'll show you here. Built-in capsule shaft protector, and that's this little protector right in here. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Built-in flight protector. We all know what one of those is. Typically, it's an aluminum piece that goes on your foldable. And then we have reinforced wing protector. There's a little bit thicker piece of plastic right here at the wing tips. These are also 100 microns, same as this. As far as a weight capacity, I guess I could throw out the weight. Well, I'm going to put that in here. Pause. Okay, now we're back. No, I didn't edit that out because I kind of like to keep this raw. So these come in a small standard, which is basically the standard but smaller. The Astra, the Slim, and the F-shaped, they come in colors. They don't necessarily have any collabs with Pros currently, which would be kind of neat to see them do some design elements on these instead of just the solid colors. We see that with some of the other manufacturers, but currently it's just colors. You've got black, yellow, orange, green, red, purple, pink, unless this is more, that's purple, pink, and I think there's one other color, white, as well. So let's see, Robson says here that the Plus Flights are molded plastic flights with a 90-degree rigid wings for reliable and accurate trajectory without the need for stem and flight protectors because they're built in. The cross form is continually retained, and it's a big plus for better performance. Also says do not use this product other than playing for dart games. If you've got another use for it, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear. Also says that children shouldn't use these without the adult supervision. So adults, make sure that you are adult supervised when using these. Other thing that's interesting and that I've been asked about this is aluminum shafts. How do these work with aluminum shafts? They're not really designed with an aluminum shaft in mind. They will work. This guy will, it'll snug up on there. Looks pretty good. The problem is they come off really, really easy. So if you're getting a tight grouping in there, you're just going to be picking these things up off the ground. So they're really not designed with that in mind. They will work for that, but again, not so designed. So here we're on a poly or a plastic. I have to use a lot more strength to pull this guy out. So there's that. Talk real quickly about flights and shafts. I mentioned this on that longer video, but get into it a little here. So one of the things about darts is I'd probably say 90% of it is a mental game. It's being mentally in the game, okay? And when you go to throw and you have a flight that pops off and you got to stop and bend and pick it up, yeah, we see the pros do it and then it's like no big deal for them. But I'm not a pro at this. So when that happens, it can throw your game off. It'll mentally distract you. So it's nice to have something you can just pick up really, off the ground. All right, it popped off. As you're walking back, you just pop this guy back on. Normally it's a lot easier than that. And it just goes right on there. And we'll do this one for more effect. So you get that guy in there and it pops right on. Get your drink of water, get back up to the hockey, take your throw. Where you're just able to keep your mindset there. You're not worried about trying to straighten these things out. And again, you'll watch the pros on TV and they'll do that. They'll kind of put them in their mouth, they'll straighten them out. They're not worried about it. They've got their 10,000 plus hours of throwing in. I don't. I'm assuming you don't. So, great product for that. Here's the neat thing. So you got a shaft protector right here. Right here. So, don't be making noise in my video. So here, we've all done this where we've Robin Hood. And you get that right there. The problem is these things will break off. They'll become loose. Your flights continue to fall out. So this happens often for me. I'm assuming it happens often for you. The nice thing right here is you have the shaft protector. So you're able to get these groupings in because this is going to just rub or bounce right off of there. Nice. You've got your flight little tip protected there, which I've never been a big fan of those in any way, shape, or form. Personally, don't see the big use on those, but some people love them and swear by them, and that's really what matters. Not for me. And then the other thing is, I don't know if you can see this really well, but they've basically got some grooving right in here just to help you slide this in. I will take some photos that are a little more up close and add those into the video. That's basically the Robson system here. It's a really pretty simple system. Nice 90-degree rigid flights. They are 100 micron. Again, we'll have some weighting in there. I have weighed them before and they're really close in weight, but that'll be in the video, or was in the video. That's kind of it. Any questions that you might have in regards to these, please reach out to us. Be happy to answer them. Leave comments down below. We love comments. Don't forget to like and share our videos, and more importantly, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching this video. It has been another product review with Matt from Atomic Darts, and that's me. And again, thanks again. This has been a review of the Robson Plus Flights. We'll see you on the next one.